beautiful Librans, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for mid-February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Okay, let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Librans, so I don't know if you noticed, but the second chime with the Tibetan symbols there really sort of awakened me. I normally close my eyes when I am doing that, and it really, the second chime really sort of gave me a bit of a wake-up call there. I opened my eyes like, wow, the power of that chime was intense. So perhaps that's something that you are going to be receiving over the next couple of weeks in terms of your career. First card here that we have is business. Oh, that's good, because that's what we're talking about here. Now, we've also got the Rebel and we've got the Past. They want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, we've got Embrace the Wisdom of the Unknown, and we've also got New Money, okay? Now, okay, just as I touch that new money, I've got a song. Okay, I'm not really sure how this resonates with your reading, but new money is, so the song is I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. Well, I think that's a very famous song from, if I get it correctly, and this is my memory, not Spirit, they're just giving me the song. I think it's Taylor Swift at a hunch. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look it up online afterwards. They're just showing me the lyrics. They're not actually playing the song now. They're just showing me like words, and I guess that's the lyrics they're showing me. So New Money. New Money apparently is in that song with it, something in a suit. Now I thought that was, that song was a romantic song, so I'm not really sure. I thought it was about somebody in love. Not really sure, but they're just showing me like a scroll really quickly of words, and it's just the way they're going, the words are going really fast. I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading. When I touch it, I keep getting, I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name, is what keeps playing when I touch it. But the scroll, it's almost like I'm seeing loads of words really quickly, and then all of a sudden it's like it's going to a word, and it's like new, and then it's like scroll, money, scroll, and it's like suit. So either you are going for an interview for a job, I'm not really sure. Maybe that song plays in the elevator or plays on the way towards an interview or something like that. I'm not really sure, because I thought that was a romantic song and this is a career reading. So anyway, I'll have to look up the lyrics. I really don't know. I know it's a famous song, but I can't tell you what it's all about. So I'll have to look it up. But so either that song is important to some sort of interview or something that you're going for. So please take it as it resonates. I'm going to come to that card in a moment. But the first card we got is business. Okay, so this is basically about working smarter, not harder, I feel. It says here, don't be intimidated to enter the world of business. You've got this. Consider executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything in the corporate world. Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. So some of you could be your own boss, setting up your own company. I feel like there's a lot of power with this card, okay? So this is, this could be connected to the new money, because we've got, a light bulb there. So it's like ideas. So if you've got an idea for a new business venture, I would definitely explore it, because this is going to be something that's very, very lucrative. We got the rebel there as well, so I feel like you are trailblazing in some way. It says something new that you've been working on will be very profitable. You should consider creating a new source of income, and if you have money, if you have a making money, let me get my words out. If you have a money-making idea, do it. Okay, so I definitely feel this is a very prosperous time for you in terms of your career. If some of you are looking for a new job, because I mean, to have those words at the beginning, new money and suit, pop out there. So some of you could be going for an interview. So some of you could be looking for a job, and or looking to take the next step in a career, and maybe in some way bossing up. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. But we got the rebel here as well. Now, Libra, you are someone who leads with exciting ideas. You're adventurous, you're funny, you are powerful in your mind and in your energy, but also you are enthusiastic and passionate about what you do, okay? It's never a dull moment when you're around a Libran. Plus, you bring that wonderful, beautiful energy with you, where you just make every space that you walk into just that little bit more beautiful. I don't know what that is about you. It's almost like this peace, this ethereal kind of energy that comes with you as well. So and also people feel really comfortable in your energy. It says here, you're a trailblazer, meant to see things differently and set a new path for others. Your rebellious spirit makes you a great system buster to teach others a better way. An old belief about making money could be preventing you from getting ahead. Okay, so you know, some people, they think money is a dirty word. Now, money, of course, in the wrong hands can be a dirty word, but we all need money to live, okay? Unfortunately, that's the system that was put in place before we even got here. We have to pay bills. We have to find a way of supporting ourselves, being self-sufficient. And I feel you be the sort of person, Libra, because you are so honest, open, and you know, Libra is set by the scales. So I feel like you will be very balanced, very fair in the way that you take large amounts of money, I feel, responsibly. So I feel like you are the sort of person who would be perfect to be very, very rich, who would be perfect to be in the spotlight for something or to trailblaze something. So I feel like if you're moving into business in some way, I also feel like you've got a winning strategy or formula. It's something that you do differently that is not the norm, that sets you apart from everybody else. Because why would you want to be like everybody else when you're born to stand out? That is absolutely the energy that I'm getting here, okay? I also feel like you will have by, I feel by the 3rd week of March, in fact, I feel like you will have news that will have everybody talking. I just feel there's something really positive coming on in here. We're going to go a little bit more in a moment, but we've got the past there as well. And it says here, something from the past is coming back, perhaps an old job or an unfinished project. Look to the past to understand the future lesson. An experience or an old skill could be coming back as well. You could be earning or receiving money from something that you did in the past. So this is about cycles of finances coming around. So either this is a creative skill or hobby that you have. Now I just did a Sagittarian reading, which is a fire element. So if you've got placements in you know, Sagittarius in some way, then there may be something in that reading for you as well. But this is about something, either it's an old skill or a hobby where you felt like, oh, it's just a hobby, you know, I just do it for fun. The key point is you're doing it for fun, and that's the thing that's going to make it more successful. People don't realize, you know, if you love crunching numbers, for example, then it's fun for you. You enjoy it, and that is something that helps elevate you. If you enjoy art, you know, and you enjoy submerging yourself in painting, you know, that is where your heart lies, and that's where you can find your career. So I feel like you are doing something that is out of the norm. You're taking a bit of a plot twist energy in the next couple of weeks. So some of you, for example, you may stay in the workspace that you're in if you're lucky enough to have a job in these times, and you may embrace like a new stream of income. Maybe you're going to take some of your skills online as well. So let's see what's coming on in. It says, embrace the wisdom of the unknown. That's actually sometimes a very powerful reminder, okay? Because sometimes we can fear the unknown. Humans, we tend to fear the unknown. And, you know, it's just a mechanism because we like to have cycles of pattern. We like to know where we're at. But sometimes, for example, you know, I'm just going to give you an example of me because they just brought this up. They just showed me the outside of a place that I used to work. And I'm like, that place used to give me the heebie-jeebie. It still gives me that sort of feeling of, ugh, I don't ever want to go back to that space again. It was a very toxic place. But they're showing it to me because they obviously want me to sort of elaborate a little bit further. So, for example, many years ago, I was at a space that I was too stubborn. The universe kept giving me hints, signs, every opportunity for me to leave this space, but they paid a lot of money. And, you know, I had responsibilities that I had to pay bills. I had, you know, so many things to sort of take care of, my family, you know, my personal situation, all of those things. So I refused to see the signs. I knew they were there. I ignored them. You know, I even went and saw, you know, a palmist, and she read my palm and she said, where you're at, it's very toxic. You got to leave that place. You have to make the leap. You have to, because if you don't, the universe will step in and will make you leave it. And I was like, huh, okay, well, that's probably not going to happen, because at that time I was very young and thought I knew best. And then, I kid you not, about 4, 5, 6 months later, you know, all of a sudden something hit the fan at that space, and, you know, it's almost like for no reason, I just stood up in the meeting and I was like, I'm done. And I walked out because I just couldn't take it anymore. But it had become such an uncomfortable place that I was like, I'm not working at a place that has no morals, okay? And they had unveiled something that just did not sit with my moral compass. And I was like, no, I'm done. And I almost felt like my body was not mine because I just stood in the middle of this huge meeting. And everybody was like looking at me, and I was like, no, I know what's happening here, and I'm not down with that. So today's my last day, and yes, I'm going to forfeit a month's wages or whatever it was, and that's it. And I walked out. And to this day, I mean, I sat on the way home in fear. I was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? You know, I kept questioning myself, like, what? And I was scared. But it was the best ever thing I did in my whole entire life, because opportunities that were meant for me just started to land in my lap. Opportunities that I would have killed for before that point. And actually, they came and found me. I'm not saying you got to go out and leave your job or anything like that. My point is, sometimes we are scared of the unknown, but actually, the unknown is the thing that brings you what you are waiting for. Okay, so just be mindful of that. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you know, whenever I look back on that time, I'm like, I'm so glad the universe sort of made things so uncomfortable there that, like, anyway, I'd go back and shake every one of their hands, you know, over that space. But my point being is, don't be scared of the unknown, because often the unknown brings us the thing that we truly desire out of the blue. Keep manifesting, okay? So there's obviously some new money coming on here. You're taking a bit of a plot twist. You're taking control. We've got the stork there. That is your first protagonist energy. This is your overall fated energy in your career. So I can see from the first card there that you may have felt like things are a little bit stagnant or a little bit dull or boring, and you've lost your motivation. I mean, look, we got number 10 here, and it's the scythe. So there's some sort of quick change, some sort of plot twist. Number 10 connects to the wheel of fortune. So fate intervenes in some way to bring you something better. Thank you so much. They want me to go again, so I am. Thank you so much. Okay, now there is stability on the other side of this change, whatever this is. There's also some personal growth going on too. But number 17, I mean, number 17 itself is the star card energy in the major arcana. So that's about standing out from the crowd. That's about being apart from everybody else. You've got skills, okay? This is about being either recognized for something that you have done. This is some sort of good news, but it's been a long time coming, because the stork energy is a stagnant energy, nothing happening for a long time. And you may have even felt uninspired. Then all of a sudden you get a burst of energy where you feel like, I got a great idea for a job. I got a great idea for a business, okay? And then all of a sudden you start putting that sort of strategy in place, and it's a winning formula, okay? Because we've got the sun here. This is something that's going to be very successful. So if you've been feeling lack of motivation, or you're feeling a little bit stuck, just a little bit, you know, unstretched within your career, you may all of a sudden feel motivated to seek happiness either elsewhere, or to change certain aspects within your either your current situation or to move forward towards. I feel like there is radical change here and you're being inspired. And I do feel like you're going to stand out in some way in your career because of what you do, okay? Now, Librans, you don't tend to want to stand out. You're not the sort of person who seeks the limelight. I feel like it's coming to seek you, but we've got number 31 there. It's the Sun. In the Lenormand deck, this is the most positive card in the deck. Just like in any deck, the Sun is the most exciting. It's the happy ever after. It is the fulfilling card that brings a lot of joy. It is success. It is reward. And I feel like there's some sort of awakening here. It's almost like, I mean, maybe that's what that second chime of the symbol was. It's almost like a wake-up call where you're like, you're seeing things differently. Suddenly you can see with clarity that you've been coasting in a certain area of your career. It's not that you're not on the right path. I really feel like you're on the right path, but you may have just felt a little bit of your motivation lacking, or you may have felt like a little bit sort of humdrum, and you're looking for something that, I don't know, fulfills you in a different way. Now, some of you may actually be like, all of a sudden, you want to change and you want to work and live in a hotter country, or you want to change some sort of, because number 10 there is a quick change, okay? It is a plot twist kind of energy, and that's what I'm picking up in your reading. So whether you are implementing new strategies or structures in the way that you work, or you're taking like a bigger leap where you're looking for a new job or new investment or a promotion to take you into a new league, because I feel like you are moving into a new league. I feel that there is a lot of success here, but I feel like it's been a long time coming for you, okay? Now the Sun is showing up in your reading because I feel like you're taking the power back. It's number 31 there. And when you reduce it, 3 plus 1 is 4, which is the Emperor energy. So you may have felt there was something you were avoiding, or you may have felt powerless to change a situation. Now, of course, we're all going through like a major pandemic, of course, for the last couple of years. And it has changed different routes to get what we want or what we thought we wanted in that moment. So it may have affected your progress in some way, because that Sun card in this position is a little bit of a delay or a suspended energy where you may feel you're in limbo. But moving forward, there is change, really positive change at that. We've got number 10, the Scythe. Now the Scythe is not to be feared. It does mean either a hasty or a quick ending to something. So for example, if for example, you know, you went for a promotion and you got passed up and they said, you know what, next time you'll be in the running, and you feel like you're being passed aside or you're being put on hold in some way, I feel like you're radically changing or making a decision where you just end that cycle and move into a new cycle. It's a really positive thing that you're doing, because number 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like there's a turning point here. At grassroots, this means your luck is changing and your destiny is being revealed. Something better is coming your way, and I feel like there is movement forward. So if you feel like you've been wasting your time in a certain area, or you've just been a bit unsure, I feel like you are finding your motivation, and I feel like you're inspired again to sort of level up to the next sort of stage in your career. Also, we've got the Cross. Now, this is the outcome energy. So I feel like you may feel a little bit, I want to say stressed. We'll see what card comes up there, but I want to say that because there is such a quick decision made here, or there were some changes. I mean, there could be some changes going on in your workspace at the moment if you're staying where you're at. And these quick changes are hard to get used to straight away. And for example, bosses or those in charge may have unrealistic expectations and require too much of you, too much sacrifice for the time frame that they're giving. Or because I just feel like there's something that happens that's really quick, and I feel this energy of you thinking, oh my gosh, this is quite difficult to navigate, but I feel like you are sacrificing something in order to see a new perspective. You know, this card, even though it's the Cross there, I feel like it really connects to the Hangman energy, which is about, you know, purposefully putting oneself in a position to surrender to the process in order to see a different viewpoint. And I feel this is about you gaining knowledge, because it's number 36, and when you reduce it, 3 plus 6 is 9, the Hermit energy. So I feel like your wisdom, your time for being reflective, some of you may even take some time out to go off grid, off the radar, in order to sacrifice time or effort in order to build something. So if it's a new business, for example, all of a sudden you're inspired and you know that this will be something that will be rewarding in the future. all of a sudden you make some really quick changes and you know that you need to sacrifice in order to achieve this stability, growth, healthy energy. Trees flourishing tend to be about financial reward. In the Lenormand deck, this basically means, planting roots, becoming stable, but it can also be a card of the past. And because you've got the past there, we've got this energy of you sort of revisiting something that perhaps you had done many years ago, whether it's a hobby or it's an idea, or maybe it's even working with somebody who offered an opportunity in the past. Maybe you're revisiting an old workspace, or someone you really got on well with is setting up on their own, and they've reached out and said, hey, Libra, I'd love it if you're on my team. So I just feel like there is a revisiting energy. It's number 5, which is the Hierophant energy, which means the powers that be are noticing you. People in command are starting to take note of your energy and want to elevate you. This is also a card of guidance. So some of you may actually go towards some sort of learning process. You may reach out to either a teacher or a guru or someone who has knowledge in a field that you want to branch out in. I mean, it could literally be that you look online on how to set up a YouTube channel in order to, do something that you are happy with, create a business, for example, a creative business or something. You're doing something differently. You are the rebel, okay? They are picking that energy up. And if you remember, most of the creative people of our time, rebels, they have a lot of Libra in their chart as well, because they want to make the world a beautiful place. They listen to their soul song and they follow their inner wisdom, okay? The Hierophant is also about commitment. So I feel like whatever quick changes you're making, whatever sacrifices you're making as well, this commitment will actually lead to positive growth and you will be flourishing in the future. Some of you will actually be wanting to move, because I get this energy of moving either closer to nature or somewhere where the climate is warmer. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But anyway, let's move on and see what is coming towards you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Librans? Now, just to let you know, this is the Starman Tarot, and it is by David to Angelis. I'm only reading the uprights in this deck to see what is headed towards you. We've got the Prince of Swords. So you're curious about new ideas. Something's got you thinking, okay? We've got the Two of Wands, and it's covering the Sun in the resistance position. So you're waiting for the right moment to activate something, or you may be waiting for a result. We got the King of Wands here. This is courage, power, creative establishment. This is about you being an influencer and someone who not only inspires yourself, but also inspires others. We've got Six of Wands, which is victory and success. Okay, some really good news coming on in here for you. We've also got the Five of Swords, and we've got the Four of Wands. They want me to go again, so I will. We got the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is the universe intervening to bring you some really good karma. And we got the Emperor. Boom. That is business person extraordinaire. That is a card of someone who is in command, okay? So whether you are, going for a new position or whether you're becoming your own boss, there is a lot of success here for you, okay? Now, the first card we got here is the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords tends to be about someone who is thinking about new options, looking in terms of a new focus. So you maybe something here that you haven't explored yet, but it's been on your mind. You're curious about it and you're looking at it in a different way. How can I capitalize on this? This idea has been sitting with me for a while. Is this something that is viable? Is this something that I'd love to do? Whatever it is, the Six of Wands means it is something that will bring you towards success. This is about powerful energy. It will also put you in the spotlight. I mean, it's no accident that the first card you got is number 17, which is a star energy, which is about being in the spotlight. So you may be someone who will be noticed in your community, someone who does something that people talk about in some way, or they sort of recognize and they want to celebrate you. The Six of Wands is basically stepping into the spotlight. It is a card of being recognized or being an influencer in some way, especially with that King of Wands. You're capable of achieving big time, okay? Six of Wands is also some really good news. It's about aligning yourself with your passions and trusting that your dreams, your goals, they all have merit and that they will see you to where you want to go. And I feel not only can you shine forth, but you will actually be inspiring others to follow suit. But it starts with a plan. So the Page of Swords is about being curious. strategizing, thinking of a new way of doing something, or investigating either a new project, or perhaps you're staying where you're at and you're investigating a new way within your framework in order to create success or create a way of standing out from the crowd so that you are in some way rewarded for it. Now, I don't feel like you are working from a blueprint where you're looking towards reward or outcomes. I feel like you're looking at something that you can put your creative passion to, that you can also use your brain, something that really sort of sparks the synapses in your mind, especially if you're feeling there's been a long period where you've been uninspired. So I feel like you're actually waiting for that spark, okay, to really hit you. And I feel like you're looking at your options. Also, I would say, because I'm just getting this slight energy, especially from this Page of Swords, it's a Prince of Swords, which is the equivalent of the Page of Swords in this deck, just so you're aware. Now, I feel like there's a question about age here, and sometimes you may sort of be a bit hard on yourself and say, oh, I'm a bit too old to do that. You're never too old. I don't care how old you are, whether you're 101, whether you're, well, you can't be 500 years old, but you know, whether you're 101 or whether you're 19, it doesn't matter. If you can still activate and take action on whatever it is that you are really inspired by, you can be very successful at this, okay? Because they're just giving me a slight thing about, oh, I could never do that. It's too old for me to do that. It's too old for me to have a new focus. That's not the truth, okay? That's what society wants you to be thinking, but it's not the truth, okay? I have many people in my world where, at 70 years of age, they go, you know what? I want to be an accountant. And I was like, okay, of all the things you could have thought you wanted to be, but that was something that really floated their boat, and they went off and they started to do the exams and get started on it. So it's never too late to do anything. I mean, you hear those stories of people who are 80, 90 years of age and they're still like skydiving and things like that. Nothing is off the mark. Whatever you want to do, you're capable of doing it, okay? Now, in this resistance position, we've got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands tends to say, what are you waiting for? The time is now, but you are waiting for something. So either you're waiting for results. If it's news you're waiting for, it's coming, because the Six of Wands is a good news card, okay? So I do feel like there is communication. Pages, they tend to bring news. So there is some sort of communication after a period of nothing, where you are going to see that you're elevating and you can move forward. So for example, there may be like a new promotion going at your work, or a new job in a different branch, or something like that, where there is new income or investment coming on in. But I feel like it has been a long time coming. It's crossed there by the Five of Swords. So in the meantime, whatever you're waiting for, there's been a little bit of mental conflict. There's been a little bit of fear. The Five of Swords is a self-sabotage card. So I would be mindful of talking yourself out of things when you feel like time is not on your side, or you feel like you have to pause, or you're waiting. Remember, whenever we make an excuse, it's because we're truly not invested in something. If we want it, we'll go for it. There'll be no excuse. Same with love, okay? If anyone makes an excuse, they don't want it, okay? I always say that. So, I mean, it's not as just black and white as that. Humans are very complex creatures. And yes, sometimes certain circumstances require us to pause, re-examine our priorities, or wait until we can activate something. So for example, you could be in a job that is just paying the bills and allowing you to save money to then go after a dream opportunity. So of course, you've got to wait for the right moment then. But sometimes you may feel like that time is never coming, because the Five of Swords is like a little bit of anxiety or overthinking energy, where you may start to almost give up on the thing that you were waiting for in the first place. Some of you may feel like what you're working hard towards, blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, look at that Prince of Swords. He's wounded. He's been in battle. He is taking action. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. You're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs, my beautiful Librans. You're actually working away on some sort of planning or strategy. You are working towards something that is going to see you winning or successful. Now, success looks differently for everyone. Sometimes success for some people is standing in the spotlight, being noticed by the world, or being noticed by the community. Sometimes it's a personal success within a career where you taking a presentation and you found yourself really eloquent this time. You didn't stumble over your words, because we've got the Page of Swords there. Some of you may be terrified of giving presentations, but you find the courage to stand out and give a winning presentation that sees you elevate within your company. So it all depends on what it is you're trying to achieve and how, and it will be successful, okay? But don't talk yourself out of changing or moving, or, you know, if you have to wait, of course, then you have to wait, but don't allow fear to start sort of seeping in and talk you out of your goals and your dreams, okay? And don't let anybody else do that either, because it just puts you on hold. The only person that could ever get in the way of your goals or your dreams truly would be you. Now, of course, world circumstances, not everybody's born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I absolutely was not. You know, we all come here with certain circumstances, and we've got, some people have got more privileges than others. I mean, we've all, you know, got privileges in a lot of areas. I know I have, and you know, everybody's got certain ones. So sometimes, I mean, it's more difficult for others than it is for some. I totally acknowledge that. But if you are motivated and you are determined to succeed, I see you doing it. I see the success here. And I mean, I feel like you are pushing through and being rewarded for it. I mean, the outcome energy is the King of Wands, which is courage. It is someone who's creative, someone who's a bold leader, someone who does not just take no for an answer when those doors close in terms of the career. It's like, okay, that is going to just make you stronger and make you more determined to succeed. So I feel with this King of Wands energy, you're powering up. Okay, as you can see here, the King of Wands, it's connected to all these little bubbles. Well, they're like little fetuses there, little sort of sacs there with fetuses. So I feel like this is you being very creative, because wands always talk about, you know, achieving a passion or something that you're really creative at. This is about you aligning yourself with your goal and dream and having the courage to take charge and activate it. This card is about confidence, knowing that you can succeed in whatever you set your mind to, okay? Crossing that is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the card of celebration. The Four of Wands is literally the finish line. So, you know, for example, you know, some of you could be finishing a project or finishing your college work or something like that sees you succeeding and elevating in some way. Some of you actually will have creative partnerships with the Four of Wands, creative alliances, but I feel like this is a very sort of creative phase for you that sees you in harmony and also sees you connecting to good company, people who are on the same page as you. I feel like you're going to be making a lot of magic at this time, and you're going to attract the right soul tribe to help you succeed, or the right people in business that want you to elevate and succeed, and vice versa. Also, I feel like this is you finishing something, and it's going to be really recognized and celebrated, okay? I feel this is a win. And something similar came up in the Sagittarius reading earlier, and that card was, I think, in that position as well. Now, we also have the Six of Pentacles, which is basically good karma coming your way. The Six of Pentacles is an unexpected resource. So it can mean that all of a sudden your boss sends you an email and says, hey, Libra, keep it on the down low, but I've put you forward for promotion and I've just got news that you got it, okay? It can be something that comes from nowhere, and it is connected to some sort of financial reward. I know that it's not the time frame right now. There's a lot of economic uncertainty, but I feel like there is some pocket of good luck coming your way that sees you really thrive, and some sort of financial balance here. I feel like the universe is exhibiting generosity towards you because of your wonderful giving spirit, and I feel like this is something that you truly deserve and desire. I mean, if you've had any doubts, if you're beginning to doubt your path, I would say this is going to show up at the right moment to prove that you're on the right path, and that using your skills and your gifts, you're going to build something really solid, okay? Also, I feel like there's this empowerment. You're seeing a vision through to the end, and I feel it's almost going to knock any naysayers or any haters to the side. They're just going to watch you rise. That's what I see, okay? Also, sorry, they're just showing me something. I'm scrying in the water as I do this reading for you. One moment, please. They're just showing me some pigeons. Okay, some pigeons. I don't know if you noticed that there was a ripple in the water that just came all of a sudden. I'm going to have to watch back the video to see if you caught that, but a ripple of water came in from the side here. So I feel like the tides are turning for you, okay? That's what they're showing me. The tides are turning. Also, pigeons. Pigeons tend to be carriers of news. Pigeons, I mean, it could also be that you're literally looking at pigeons as you're listening to this reading, or you can see some, or one just lands on your window pane or something like that, just outside, just before this reading. There's something about pigeons. I'm going to have to look up the spiritual essence of pigeons, but I feel like they're very self-sufficient. I do feel like there's freedom, seeing a bird's eye view, of course. Always finding what you need to do you in that moment. So, but I feel more it's connected to news, okay? So anyway, let's move on. We've got the Emperor energy. Emperor is all about success, but it starts with a plan. And you've got the Page of Swords, which means you're curious about something. So you're starting to plan something out. You're starting to think about something before you activate it. You're starting to investigate a way of doing it before you implement it. The Emperor says you're going to be very successful with whatever this is. This card is exuding the traits of a leader. So if you're stepping into a leadership position or a position that requires more responsibility, I feel like financially you will be rewarded for it. Okay, if you're being your own boss, I feel like you are going to be celebrated. You're going to stand out from the crowd. Your brand, something about you makes you different from others. Okay, but the Emperor card is a masculine energy of to do. So I feel like you are doing something that sees you on the right path and moving towards a lot of prosperity. Now they're showing me a telescope. This is something for the future. They're showing me a telescope. So either you are actually looking at moving to new pastures, new or new land, or this is something that is a plan that you're looking forward. It's almost like you are making really great decisions, but it's being clear and aligning yourself with things that you want to organize now in order to be rewarded later on in your career. Also with the Emperor card, I feel like even in uncertain circumstances or chaos, I feel like you are finding that power to implement a plan, okay? And the Emperor basically says that you will gain a lot of respect, and I feel this is something that you can settle down with. Now they're also giving me this energy of Malta. So either you are from Malta or you're looking at moving to Malta in some way. Maybe there's a creative opportunity that takes you to Malta. That's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, maybe you're from Malta. I'm not really sure of why they're showing me, but I feel because they're showing me the Maltese cross. I mean, maybe it's connecting to that sacrifice energy. Remaining neutral in conflict, the sacrifices that you made, being independent, being set apart from a group. I'm not really sure. There's something there about Malta, so that's what they're showing me. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Perhaps you've literally got a Maltese cross or something that emulates a Maltese cross, and you can see it as you're listening to this reading. It could be a piece of jewelry, it could be a poster, it could be a billboard if you're on a bus or something like that listening to me. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Now they just show me a falcon. Now I'm not sure if there is a connection between the two. Was there a film once many years ago called The Maltese Falcon, or am I just imagining that? I can't really remember. They're not showing me that in context. They're just showing me a falcon. Now I thought immediately it was an eagle, but they corrected me and was like, no, falcon. So there's something about falcon. So either your name is Falcon, or that's the name of a place or a company that you're setting up, and it's got a logo that's connected to any of those images. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but I feel a lot of success is coming from the plans that you are implementing, and that there is new money coming on in here. Okay, some of you may actually be revisiting a hobby or a talent that you have, and it will see you being very successful in the future as well. Okay, so a lot of cards came out there for you. The first one is break. It's number 10. So there is some sort of quick ending, or you are severing something here. It says interrupted, cut off, separated. Ties have been severed in a situation. Release what does not serve you. It could be that you're having an epiphany. an end of an old way of thinking, and you're cutting yourself off from any negativity. So please take this card as it resonates. But 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, so that there is a lucky break here for you. Okay. We've also got number 1, Magic, Labradorite, Spirit. So this is about manifesting. I feel like you've got strong manifestation skills. It really connects to the magician energy. So perhaps some of you are holding a labradorite stone as you listen to this reading. This is labradorite here. So perhaps some of you just bought one online, so please take it as it resonates. We've got ring. Now, ring signifies commitment, okay? Some of you may actually be partnering up with somebody or having a contract, a new contract in some way. It says here, commitment, promise, devotion, love, honor, and faithfulness. And it's number 8. This is about your commitment, your devotion, and your sacrifices for your career. Know that it will come full circle and that you will thrive. They're giving me you thrive under pressure because they're showing me the diamond. Diamonds tend to become something incredible. They start off with coal, and if you put coal under pressure, it becomes a diamond. So I feel like if you've been under pressure recently, I feel like there's going to be a wonderful situation that turns out perfectly for you and you shine. Okay? Ha! Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They're just giving me the song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. I love that. It's almost like I've got someone nudging me over my shoulder, my right shoulder right now. So either you have someone tap you on the shoulder or nudged you just now as you're listening to this reading, but it was to whisper this song. It's almost like they're going, ba, 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 shine bright like a diamond, and the song is playing. So I feel like they're influencing. So you may feel like you've got someone in your world who is a relative in spirit, who always kind of, you can see them in your mind's eye sometimes, sort of nudging you on to do something. Take note of that. That's not an accident. That's actually you being really connected and having psychic flashes, just so you're aware. Also, we've got Frozen. And it says number 9. So that really connects to the stork. Something's been on hold, or something has been frozen for a while. Maybe it's your motivation, maybe it's your passion for what you do, but it is going to thaw out. We've got challenge, bleak, dormant. Someone or something in a situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter. Others can thaw out and be brought to life again. So I do feel like the last card there shows you that something is coming to life again after a period of stagnation. So we've got quest. And that's what the Page of Swords is all about, investigating the next part of your journey. It says beginnings, student, optimism, and it's all about curiosity. It says be tenacious when seeking out new opportunities. Learning new skills can help you manifest your dreams and achieve your goals. You may even discover a new side to yourself along the way. I really feel like the word new is so important in this reading. It's like new money, new suit, new opportunities. I just feel, inspiration for you to move forward. And as you can see, whatever it is you're uncovering or investigating, you will find financial reward there out of nowhere. It's almost like you're hitting jackpot on something. So you may have felt like you were searching for something, but you're going to find whatever it is that you were looking for. Okay, so I'm just going to get a heart before we close the reading. Let me go to this one. Okay, of course I picked the most difficult one to put all these back, but that's the one I was drawn to, so this is the one for you. I'm only picking hearts just for the month of February. I'll go back to the trinkets later on. It says, watch what you wish for. You are about to receive it. Watch what you wish for. You are about to receive it. I hope you can read that. It's really ditty writing there, okay? So watch what you wish for. I mean, that's a very important message to all of us, but you are about to receive it, okay? So I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Librans. If you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write this sentence in the comments box below. I am loved. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February, and I'll announce a winner in a video upload only, okay? Just so that you know it's me announcing it and not one of those scammers. Also, I will never know who wins the competition until the very day of the event, the 28th of February, because my guides do not give me any names until that time. So I'll go through all of your messages, heart them, etc., to acknowledge that you've been put into the competition, but I will not know who wins until the 28th, okay? So hopefully something resonates in this reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Librans. Love and light.